In July 1945, Seoul stood on the brink of transformation. Japan's defeat in World War II was imminent, yet colonial control remained firmly in place. At the heart of the city stood a grand public building, Gyeongseong Bumin Hall. It had long been used for political rallies, patriotic performances, and public events designed to support the colonial state. But on July 24, 1945, this hall became the stage for a bold act that challenged the empire in its final days. Completed in 1935, Bumin Hall was one of the largest and most modern venues in Gyeongseong, capable of hosting nearly 3,000 people. Although it was introduced as a cultural space, it quickly became an important stage for propaganda gatherings, wartime ceremonies, and events encouraging loyalty to Japan. By 1945, the hall had transformed into a space where political pressure and surveillance were routine. It stood at the center of the colonial capital, a symbol of the state's reach into everyday life. On the night of July 24, 1945, a political gathering known as the Asia People's Rally was held at Bumin Hall. The purpose of the rally was to unite students, workers, and local officials behind the empire's final war efforts. Inside the hall, speeches praised sacrifice and slogans for total mobilization filled the air. To the colonial government, this event was meant to be a display of unity. But outside the public eye, another plan was unfolding. Three young Korean activists, Kang Yoon-guk, Cho Moon-gi, and Yoo Man-soo, had decided to strike a symbolic blow against the colonial system. During the rally, they entered Bumin Hall, carrying an explosive device. Their target was not civilians, but the political gathering itself, the heart of the empire's local machinery. The bomb detonated inside the hall, causing confusion and panic. Although the building was not destroyed, the meaning of the act was unmistakable. In the final weeks of Japanese rule, Korean resistance had spoken clearly. The empire's authority was collapsing. This would later be known as the Bumin Hall bombing incident, one of the few armed resistance actions executed inside the colonial capital. Just 3 weeks after the bombing, Japan surrendered. Korea regained its independence after 35 years of occupation. Bumin Hall suddenly transitioned from a colonial propaganda venue to a public building at the center of a liberated city. Under the U.S. military government and later the Korean government, it would take on new roles from National Theater to the temporary National Assembly building. But in 1945, it stood as a symbol of a turbulent, decisive moment, a city shaking off the final remnants of empire. The name Bumin Hall has long disappeared, but the building still stands today in central Seoul. It was the site of one of the last acts of resistance before Korea's liberation and a witness to the collapse of colonial power. Standing before this building, we confront a single turning point that marked the end of an era and the beginning of modern Korea.